Ladies and gentlemen, in this past week, we have changed our understanding of what was possible and made it more of a reality. Yihang topped himself and broke the record by 1/16th of a second, even though we saw the 4.25 world record average a few months ago. So let's find out how the 10-year-old prodigy did it, and let's dive in. So first he solves the orange and blue cross piece. Then, before finishing the cross, what he does is to the sledgehammer to solve that free pair, then solves the cross and solves the other free pair. As he solves the red and green pair, he notices the other free pair that has been formed, so he cancels into it. Then he gets a fat suitcase and then the RA pair. So for this scramble, he does a U prime to get a free pair, then he solves these two cross pieces, then finishes the cross, and then he solves the free pair. Then he solves the red and blue pair by doing keyhole. And instead of doing a D prime, he does a wide U so he can get the rest of the pairs in the front. Then he solves that pair, and then solves this pair like this. Then he gets an anti-soon, and then a U prime. So for this cross, he does a D, then R prime, then D prime, then R, but instead of finishing the rest of the cross like this, he instead finishes this by doing this so that he can solve this free pair. After that, he solves the free pair by doing a wide U move, then solves it, then does this pair, then he does the red and blue pair, and he does a rotation so that he can get a rotationless last pair. Then he gets a fat anti-soon, and then a J prime. For this scramble, he does it with green top and white front and does an F prime, D, U prime, and then solves these two cross pieces and the last one. But before finishing, he solves the blue and red pair so that he can finish the X cross. And for the next pair, instead of solving it normally, he decides to do a rotation, then solve it so he can get another free pair. So then he solves the free pair, then he cancels into the other free pair and notices these blue and orange F12 pair. Then he gets an anti-soon with a PLL skip. So for the last and final solve, what he does is an R prime and then U prime so he can get this free pair, and then he solves this part of the cross. After that, he finishes it and then solves that free pair, which gives him another free pair. But the thing is, he breaks it up, but then resolves the broke up free pair. He solves it with a U2. Then he solves the green and orange pair first so he can get a rotationless last F12 pair. Then he solves the blue and orange pair. And then gets this OLL case and a T pair. So, is the sub 4 barrier going to be broken? Well, after what we just saw, I mean, maybe next week. No. Anyways, I think that Yihang is going to be unstoppable. Well, I mean, he already is, but even more, like to the point where like we have to pack up and like wave the white flag, because at this point, he's crazy. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more of my content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and click this video right here. Will there be a sub 4 average? So in conclusion, that will happen very soon. Well, after what we just saw, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened next week, but anyways, I hope you learned something from this video, and if you want to watch more,